Hello, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for watching this amazing video. You guys are in for a treat. We have our senior director of our personal credit right here. We're going to be doing a series for you guys, part 1 out of part 5, where we are going to do a compilation of, between 4 or 5 different questions, and he's going to be answering them for us. These are questions that our customers have asked, our members have asked in the past, and so we thought we'd put it together and just put a beautiful Q&A video for you guys to go ahead and educate you guys, touch you guys up on what really personal credit is about. So without further ado, I want to go ahead and introduce our guest, Brent Jackson, Senior Director, Department of our Personal Credit. Hello, Brent. How are you?
I'm doing good, babe. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm super stoked, man. We keep you so busy. I'm so happy we're able to pull you away for this. I was like, come on, we can just schedule it in because I know we're just slamming you guys with so many people who are wanting this, the personal credit. So let me just go ahead and get started. These are questions that we've had from our members and our customers that want to know a little bit more. And so we put them together. I know you've got them on your end, so we can go through them one by one. So here we go. The first one, can you remove all student loans, or are there some that don't come off?
That's a really good question. And everyone, you're going to be very happy to hear this, but any and all student loans can be removed from a credit report. It doesn't matter if the student loan was provided by a bank or if it's federal student loan or, any type can be removed totally from your credit report. No questions asked.
That is so cool. Now, you guys have a secret sauce to that, or it's just how that works?
Oh, well, if it's an account, any account pretty much can be removed. But when it comes to student loans, with the particular strategy that we use to remove items, they just always been very easy to come off. That's all.
That's great. I love that answer. Okay, here, keep going on this one. Next one. I have a 750 credit score. Can this be improved even if I don't have any late payments? Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a really good question. And the answer is yes. A 750 credit score is really good. We in the credit world we would call that A paper, right?
A paper.
And yeah, A paper. And when it comes to your credit score, 750 is really good. Now we have to be mindful of the fact that just because we have the 750, it's very important that we have enough accounts on our credit report because the score is just a reflection of our payment history. But when we go to the banks for lending, they want to see a good body of work. So can your 750 be improved? Absolutely. How? By adding on more accounts, be it revolving or installment or even authorized user accounts, and making sure that they're paid on time. Then you can get your scores up to 800 and the highest score is 850.
That's fantastic. Let me ask you a question. When you said on a 750 credit score, can you tell us the difference between how many accounts, say, a person in their 40s and 50s should have as an expected for an approval of a loan versus someone who just got out of high school?
Yeah, that's a very good one, and you may want to take notes on this. So when it comes to how many accounts should be on your credit report, we give a rule of thumb. You want to have 5 revolving accounts. And a revolving account, an example of a revolving account would be a store credit card, maybe your Macy's or maybe your J.C. Penney, maybe your maybe your I can't think of it, but you get what I'm saying.
Right,
you can cut that out, Ben. But I'm gonna start from the top. Say the question one more time.
Sure. Okay. Okay, so let me ask you a question. I have a 750 credit score. So can you explain the difference between saying somebody who was in their age of, say, 40 or 50 versus somebody who is just got out of high school, how many accounts they should have in order to be looking into getting approved for a loan? Because we know just because you have a high credit score, that doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean you're fundable or lendable, right?
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, you're right on the money. So to go along with that and to give you the answer, when it comes to how many accounts that you want to show up on your credit report, there's a rule of thumb that we like to use, and that is 5 revolving, 5 installment accounts, and 5 authorized users. A revolving account would be a store credit card or a credit card. When it comes to installment, that would be like your student loans, your auto loans, your personal loans. And then, of course, your authorized users would be you being added to, let's say, a $10,000 credit card as an authorized user and that account showing. So as long as you have 5, 5, and 5, you're golden. Now, if you're young, let's say you're at, 17, 18, 19 in high school, then you're not expected to have 15 accounts. But if you are in your 40s, 50s, and beyond, then absolutely they're expecting you to have 15 accounts or more. And that just shows to the bank that you have been a participant in the credit game, and you've been doing a really good job at it over the years. So it's really important that, if you're up in age and you're in your 40s and 50s, 60s, etc., you want to have as many accounts as possible. And if you're younger, you got to have a lot of accounts, but you won't be scrutinized as much as somebody that has been here a little bit longer than you.
Wow, that is fascinating. That is great information, because those things are the hidden missing details that have so much weight that people don't talk about. If you don't have that type of information out there, people are going to be like, I can get you an 800 credit score, but they can't get them a loan, and they're going to feel, what the heck happened? What did I do? And they probably mess things up with too many inquiries and go on and on. So that is a great answer. Thank you so much. All right, well, let's go to our next question. Is I just got an offer for a credit card for a $300 limit with a crazy high interest rate. Should I apply for that or wait? Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a really good question. And you're probably not going to like this answer, but I have to just be very blunt with you. Reject that approval. Do not take it. Now, let me tell you the reason why. When it comes to getting approved for credit cards, for loans, etc., any type of funding at the banks, they're going to approve you based on your previous approvals. So let's say you did take this $300, let's say if it's Capital One credit card. We all know about that credit card. $300, you take that. Yeah. Well, when you go to the next application and you apply, let's say at Wells Fargo, they're going to approve you for a $300 credit card as well. And so the banks are going to follow suit with what you already have on your credit report. So the best thing to do is to reject this offer, get your score high, 750 and above, add on as many revolving, installment, and authorized user accounts as possible, and then go in and get approved for the 5,000 limit credit card. And that's what you want to take, because once you take the 5,000, the sky's the limit. Every other credit card and every other approval after that will be 5,000 and above. So again, do not take the 300. Wait, build your credit up, and then take the 5,000 and above. That way, you always get approved for high limit credit cards. Now, if you're in a situation where the money is tight and you really need this $300, then okay. But push come to shove, if you can wait, then I would say raise the scores and get the higher approvals.
I love that. That's great. It makes complete sense. And it really is a virtue lesson of patience and waiting and understanding. It's a humble journey, because truly, 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 to get to the goal that you really want, it's going to take some discipline and a lot of patience when it comes to the personal credit world. So that's a great answer. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's keep going. I'm excited. All right, so our next question is, how can I get the collection people to stop calling me? Oh my gosh, Brent. This comes up a lot. Now, I specialize in the business credit world, and, you have a specialty, and then you have all your other minors. And so I know, of course, a little bit about our personal credit, but tell our people, how can we get the collection people to stop calling? It's brilliant. It's really awesome.
Absolutely. So this is one of the problems that so many people encounter, and it's a very simple two-step process in order for it to stop. Okay, so number one, first step is this. When the bill collectors call, or collections call, should I say, you can tell them immediately, take me off your calling list. Okay, take me off your calling list. There is a list that every single company has to abide by, and it's called the do not call list. And if a consumer requests to be taken off their calling list, then that means that they're placed on the do not call list. And if they continue to make these calls after the consumer has requested to be taken off the list, then they can be reported to the authorities, and then they could have an issue legally. So you want to make sure that, again, step one, tell them to take you off their calling list immediately, and then they must do that. Okay. The second step after that is if they continue to call, because there are some collection companies and bill collectors that are very aggressive, and they could care less about the law because they want to get that money off you. So with that being said, the best thing that you can do from there is you want to send in a cease and desist letter. Okay, cease and desist letter. So you would ask the bill collector for their name and ask them for their address. They'll give it to you. And if they don't give you the address, then you can Google it and find it. So make sure to do your research and find it. And then after that, go online, or you can come to us. We can get you one. But get a cease and desist letter and mail it out, and the calls will end. Because the cease and desist letter is activating the laws that we all have as far as the Fair Credit Act, the Fair Billing Act as well. And so with that being said, everyone has to stop once you send out those letters.
Oh my goodness, that's fantastic. Let me ask you, let me get one more layer into here. That's okay. So what do we say when they call? So ring, 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 it just kind of depends on who's going on there. They normally just say first and last name. We speak with Beverly as an example. Is Beverly there? Is Beverly speaking? How do I answer? How do I know what to say, what not to say from there?
Absolutely. So when they call and you say, hello, this is Beverly, how can I help you? Yeah, we're calling because we want to, get you to pay this bill. Listen, at this moment, this is not a good time for me, and I would like for you to take me off your list. That's it. Plain and simple. I'll be in contact with you when I'm ready. That's it. And if they don't listen, then you send the cease and desist letter. That's it.
That's it. Just like that.
Just like that. Just
polite,
like that.
It's direct.
Just direct, polite, and that's it. Now, here's the thing. If we are in the middle of cleaning your credit, let's say we are taking off accounts, and the particular accounts that we are removing at the time, those particular companies are calling you and saying, hey, what's going on? When they call you, you do not want to reveal or confirm that it's you. Because if you do that, they will repost that account to your credit report, although we just got it removed. So when you're dealing with that, now that's a different ballgame, because we're cleaning this account off. And so when we're doing that, in order for them to repost that account to your credit report, they have to confirm that you own the account. So they'll call you and try to bait you in. Hi, can I please speak to Beverly, please? And at that time, you're going to say, oh, I'm sorry, you may have the wrong number. Please take me off your list.
Okay, I'm going to type that down on here for people.
That's it.
Wrong number. I will fix this. Please take me off your list. And what if they say this isn't, I don't know how they're going to rebuttal, but will you be haggled, or do you just repeat the same thing if they mention?
I'm sorry, you may have the wrong number. Please take me off your list and hang up the phone. That's it.
There we go. That's what it is.
And hang up the phone.
Okay. Now we have it, people, so that now you guys have it. That's great, right? Because people they want to know exactly what the steps are. That's what they teach, step by step.
it, and hang up the phone. And then after that, if they continue, then what you want to do there is you send that cease and desist letter.
Got it. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. All right, you guys, that is great. Oh my gosh, we go back here. Let's go back here. This is great information. We are actually at the end, Brent, of part 1. That went by really fast. We have 4 more of these to make. I'm so excited. Okay, you guys, stay tuned for part 2. We're going to jam through another series of questions. Super, super excited to have you guys on this little journey here to learn more about personal credit. And again, we're going to invite you guys, as always, to helpusssaveamerica.com, where we have our daily webinars and recordings on there. You guys must attend on there because we go over the systems. I show you how the system works, right? And then I can unleash you on our main platform, which is the Power of 24 Hours and our client website. So be sure you always go here to go ahead and find out more information and find out recordings. So I'll see all of you guys on the other side. Take care, God bless, and bye-bye.